What splendiferous weather we're having on this fine Thursday morning. Welcome to Inside the Mind Blue Mandarin, where I hope you can squeeze a little bit of zest in your daily slice of life. Today I will be discussing a bit of games. I may have talked about it a lot last time, but this time I'm gonna be going a bit more in depth into things I enjoy. So firstly, we have a lot of Roblox, of course. I am currently playing Roblox, if you are wondering. Actually, no. Actually, yeah, I am playing Roblox right now. It is currently 2:17 a.m. in the morning. The weather is looking pretty nice, as I mentioned before. It's still dark outside. Everyone's asleep except me, of course. So about Roblox. So there are normally a lot of degenerate games in Roblox. Like for example, Yacht Simulator. And I just find it right now on the top trending page. It's very, very shameful. And that's coming from me, you know. My bad, my brain is going to mush. Anyways, Roblox games are very degenerate here, as expected. They're made for the lower age groups who are really easy to manipulate, control, and watch and monitor, as well as being a very predictable group of people as well. In these games, normally what you would have to do is simply just click and click and click to no avail. Don't really do much, don't you? You people don't really play Roblox, don't you? So I'm gonna have to explain a lot of this stuff. Other than these random simulator-esque brain rot games, there are usually a lot of stuff that has actually been put a lot of hard work into. Developers put a lot of hard work and stuff, but they're just really hindered by the fact that they're on Roblox and other things, which makes it really sad to see something that's actually good to play, something I would actually enjoy, put a lot of my time into, for example, Robot 64 or something. It's pretty sad that I can put a lot of time into playing these things. A lot of people just brush it off, because people who enjoy these type of games don't really even think of coming to Roblox as a first option. And that's very understandable, knowing the things that have been going on here. So you understand, this platform is a very kind of disgraceful on a lot of ends. 90% of the content here is non-ideal. Something I would say more family friendly, of course, because yeah, I don't like swearing. My bad. I just came out of a practice session, which I probably won't remember anything from, because it's 2 o'clock in the morning. That's Wonderful Institute. I am where I am right now at Sunday 26th of May 2024. So, what the types of games I play in Roblox? There's a lot of good here compared to bad, even though I just said that there's a lot of bad stuff. A lot of the good stuff are usually unfinished because they're usually too unsuccessful to warrant continuing, and they just end up dying, and people who really did like them end up being left disappointed with an empty experience for us, the devs at Roblox would call it. A lot of these are really unengaging to adult audiences because they're not really meant to be difficult. They're really just meant to just attract kids, keep them playing. Like, I'm gonna join one of these games right now. Let's see, it's Lumberjack Simulator, whatever this game is. So, first off, here's a thumbnail of Mr. Beast chopping down a tree with a chainsaw as the loading screen. And all I do is click and click and click, and then there's a lot of eye-catching characters and stuff that people can use, and it makes it really hard to respect Roblox. I left the game. Really hard to respect Roblox as a platform anymore. All of the good is always outweighed by the bad. And it's really, really obvious to see why. Everything here is I doubt any adults play this, which means a lot of this is, as mentioned before, targeted towards younger audiences. A lot of the stuff that's targeted to 8-year-olds, they're not good. They're not good at all. A lot of the stuff targeted towards the teenage demographic are usually more of the same. They're just the same thing over and over and over. I would say not really the same thing, but they're really, really similar compared to each other. They're usually just a lot of, I don't know, like player versus player content with, well, a lot of the younger audiences do play it, but a lot of teenagers play these a lot as well, just for the player versus player content, just to say that they're better, or just to get away from the stresses of life. I would do it too if I ever went on Roblox as much as I used to, but it's really difficult to respect a person who plays Roblox. Firstly, of course, after whatever is mentioned, it's really difficult to find someone in Roblox, find a random person, a stranger on Roblox that you can actually respect without any issue. And this is because, like, a lot of these people are also like either online daters or the interested in kids type of people. Like, you're either, like, if you're on Roblox, you're either interested in kids, a kid yourself, or interested in kids, but in the other way. Like, there's not really not really any in betweens for these. Like, if you're on Roblox, you're gonna meet some bad people, really bad people, and it's not like, oh, there's this like nice person that you can find. Like, there's usually there are nice people, of course, just those people are few and far between on very games that are not targeted towards the youngest of the youngest. They're usually just people willing to help or something, and it just ends up, I don't know, like with people who just the rarities of these is just a little bit unnecessary, I guess. Knowing what kind of platform we're even on right now. Now, another reason why you can't respect Roblox players sometimes is they're probably just children. They're probably just children. And they don't know better. They're just following people. They're just, they don't think for themselves. They just think, oh, I can do this, I can do that, and stuff. It's difficult to think of them as think of some people as functioning human beings. Now, that's not to say Roblox is bad. It's not bad. It's just really hard to respect. Yeah. I've been yapping for like 10 minutes now on this Roblox thing. I'm sorry. I have to move on. There's these other games as well. There's these other games, non-Roblox games. I like RPGs, role-playing games. These fantasy style video games where it just takes place in medieval settings, swords and such. They really pique my interest. Like if you take games like Dark Souls, Elden Ring, and the such, those are like what I would call the Souls, or what many would call actually the Souls-like genre. I really enjoy these because I can just pour a lot of time into them without actually making much progress. That's like, I mean, that might sound bad, but that's probably just because you might be more accustomed to how Roblox does things, where if you take a long time to make little progress, it's usually just because of grinding. The thing is the reason why I don't make progress is because I just don't want to make progress. I don't want to move around the obstacle. I want to go rush through it. There's different people who enjoy these games differently, and it's really the beauty in the RPG Souls-like genres, where if someone might want to do this without leveling up, without taking a hit or something, or someone will just go around the obstacles they don't want to tackle, get as much help as they can from NPCs, and both will just end up enjoying the game at their points where they enjoy the game. It's really simple. It's really just what it is what makes all good games good games. Like I would like take let's see, I don't know, like Fallout 4. Like it is like Fallout 4 is an open world shooter, I believe. I mean, I don't know. I don't think it's open, but it's a shooter game. It's a pew pew game. And like if you take that, where you have like a lot of freedom in your settlement, you get to build a lot of stuff in your settlement. You get to you get to have a say in what you can do, how you do things, and it's what is actually what I really like about these RPGs and stuff. You don't have to do things the intended way. Like, yeah, it's just even in linear experiences, like if you take for example like I don't know, like what's it called? If you think about it, like, let's say Lies of P. It's another Souls-like game, of course. It's a completely linear Souls-like game, completely linear. It has chapters and everything. It tells you where to go, but you get to choose how you fight everything. How do you do everything? You can even skip some mini bosses and stuff. You can just choose not to fight the final boss of the game. Like one of the final bosses of the game, you can just, like, minor spoiler, you can just choose, oh, I don't want to fight him anymore. Let's just end the game right there. That's really good if you just don't want to. If you don't want to do anything. If you don't wanna go through this game, fine. Oh, good. Just keep going. Just do it. It's not your fault if you're not it's entirely your fault you're not enjoying. I mean, not entirely. That makes you sound like really mean. Like, oh, your fault. You're not having fun with the game. I'm like, oh, you're not having fun. Bad. I hate you. Kill yourself. No. What I mean is, if you're not enjoying it, you just choose to play differently. That's what I mean. Like, if you can't find a way to enjoy it yourself, then that is just a problem with the game. It's fine. That's fine. That's all good. But the thing is, it's really difficult for you to not find a way you can enjoy it. And that's a real beauty in what I would consider real games. Not real. That's so mean. No, not real games. Like truly enjoyable games for me. Roblox is a lot of these games. It's just really difficult to find them. I mean, not really. It's really difficult to find one that is targeted towards children. You know, like there's a few that you can argue for, like Microwave Dinner, Base Farm Simulator, World Zero. Those are pretty good games, I would say. They're really, really good games. Base Farm Simulator is brought down just by its name, but still really, really, really good compared to most others. It keeps it engaging without making it truly difficult for a new player to enjoy. That's the beauty in it. That's the entire thing with all good games. They allow a player to play how they want. There's a lot of leeway, and it's really, really welcoming. Like a lot of you're in a shooter, for example, like if you're like in a campaign-based shooter, any campaign-based shooter, like let's see, let me think of something. Fallout. I already said Fallout. Now the new Fallout's not the first one. The first one's a computer RPG, CRPG. So Fallout 4, of course. The Outer Worlds. I believe Starfield is one. I believe. There's a few in Roblox. The only thing I could think of is like Helmet or something. But like, if you wanted to play the game sneaky, cool and collected. Oh my goodness, there's a game in Roblox called Poop Drop. I do not want to hear that. Anyways, if you want to play the game, cool, calm, collected, all fine, all good. That's all good. You can play the game, beat the game that way. It's all fun. It's all fun. It's literally all fun in games. If you, in that sense. And like, yeah, that's what makes me. That's what allows me to truly enjoy these things. Like, if I want to play a game that in a different way to how you would play the game, and that's completely okay. And that's a really good game. Like completely different. It can be like I don't know, if I want to play like a shooter with a knife or something, and it would be fine, then yeah, I would really like to do that. I would really like to play a game like that. So what I'm saying is, a game doesn't have to be a Souls-like to be the best game. But at the same time, not all games can be good. Okay. Now that ends this portion of the yap about games. Sorry, there's more. So, to talk about turn-based RPGs. They're pretty cool. A lot of them put a lot of spin on it. Like there's Paper Mario, there's Pokemon, there's Final Fantasy and stuff. Like the old Final Fantasies, not the newest action, I think. But yeah, the turn-based system really gets boring after a while. That's just what I'm gonna say. Like, which is why games that put their spin on it, like Pokemon, for example, it's a entirely party-based system, 1v1 party-based system, I believe. So, and it's really good that way. It's really calm. You don't have to actually, it's not really stressful. It's stressful, but it's not adrenaline pumping stressful. It's like also like Paper Mario. There's a timing system and everything. It really pushes the concept to its limits. Both games types. Like there's also like board games. Every board game that is based around an RPG. An RPG fantasy-based game. Dungeons and Dragons. There's also Gloomhaven. Gloomhaven's an amazing board game. Try it out sometime. It's very expensive though. Just don't know. Anyway, those sorts of board games, they're grid-based, turn-based, action-based. Like they are all on the numbers-based games. They're really complex in a sense, but in that same sense, they're also pretty simple. They make it like video games like turn-based games. They are just there to be online. Basically online versions of already existing board games, and that's really cool, I would say. Now that ends the other portion. It's a very short portion. This rhythm games. I like rhythm games. I think mean, technically, you could classify a lot of games, rhythm games. Like, I mean, I like rhythm games, kind of. Like, cause I mean, they're fun to do, they're fun to play, they're really engaging. The only one thing I see there's wrong with it, like, I mean, it's not it's not the players themselves, it's like the intimidation they bring with difficult, um, difficult achievements, you know. So if you watch a really good player play, you don't want to play anymore because they just they're just gonna make you look bad, and the problem is like it's really engaging, but also really intimidating at the same time. You know what I mean? Like it's really hard to get into this sort of stuff. It's like the same thing. It's almost the same thing with Souls-likes in a sense, you know. Like a lot of people like don't like to play Souls-likes because their reputation is that they're hard. They're not that hard. They're not hard. I'm gonna say it. They're not hard. They just seem hard. You just They're not hard. They're just really difficult to learn. Yeah, that's it. Like if action RPGs are in the or seems to be in the middle. It's like when I talk about this next point. So if I talk about action RPG, I mean if I talk about RPGs, so you got the Souls-likes on one end, which is like difficult to learn, simple to master, I would say. Well, turn-based RPGs are simple to learn, really difficult to master. The thing is with the action-based RPGs, they're just in the middle, like not really that. Like you might be able to classify some turn-based and some Souls-likes as action RPGs, but like no, I would not do that. It's like if I would say an action RPG is like, I mean an action RPG or an action adventure game. That's just what I want to say. You can classify Legend of Zelda as an action adventure game. There, you can classify the new Paper Mario's as action adventure games. They're in the middle with the difficulty and the learning process. They're not that difficult to learn. They're also not that difficult to master in things, I would say. So that's just simply what I would say about action-based RPGs. They're not, we're nearing the end of my yap session. My bad with it if you don't like hearing my voice. Sorry. Especially that one point I made with Roblox and stuff. You probably don't want to hear that anymore. Too bad. I'm gonna talk about it one last time. So, about the hidden gems of Roblox. There's a lot of them. I mean, a lot of them. In fact, there's a lot of them. It's just the big question: why? Why are they all so hidden? Why is it so difficult to, find something you can enjoy that is also something that other people enjoy? A lot of the best games in Roblox have never really reached the same level of popularity as something like never really reached at least 100,000 plays in a certain session. Never really reached 10,000 plays actually. Just feels undeserved. Like a lot of the hidden gems of Roblox, like a lot of them are also like dead games too. For example, I would say, I don't know, like, hours. Yeah, definitely really good game. Just died, kinda, because it's not a game for children and adults and people who play it. Well, there's not a lot of that demographic. Yeah, that ends my entire app. Thanks for being here. I hope you enjoy your Thursday. It's now 2:47 a.m. on Sunday, 26th of May. So, goodbye. Thanks for listening again. Also thanks for I don't know, like being existent or something. I don't know. But anyways, goodbye. And keep smiling. Once more.